Hello, I'm JD. Welcome to my channel. It's early in the morning, so I've got my early in the morning whisper on. What I wanted to show you was my Apple Watch Ultra. I've already had a look at this in another video, but specifically today I've got it in night mode. It says unlock your device and you'll be able to see things. So it senses the fact that it's on your wrist with all these sensors on the back. What I wanted to show you was the strap. So I've gone through just a few straps, but I did a little bit of research online. And this is the strap, my friends. This is the strap. So it's actual leather on the top here, woven in to a silicone strap, which is fairly soft, with a very, very nice flat buckle. You see how this little, whatever these things are called in a buckle, how it ties down and flattens out so it doesn't get in the way. And it's got two hooks here, two strap, what do you call them, retaining rings for the strap. The other thing it has is square strap holes, which I love. Now, everyone knows that if you make a square hole, there should be a crack in the corner. So anybody who's worked in aerospace would understand that's why they don't have square windows in airplanes. But they do they have square windows in airplanes? I think they do. Maybe they've solved this problem. They don't have square windows in submarines. I knew they didn't have square windows somewhere, but this is the strap from the back. But I do love the square holes because the strap kind of integrates quite easily into the square holes. And the way you take the strap off with one of these watches, you just press this down with your thumb and slide it out sideways. This one came on, or slid on very easily. Let me see if I can zoom in to get some markings here, see if it's upside down or not. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Modern Ideas from Abroad. That's where you get this on Amazon. Modern Ideas from Abroad. So they've integrated leather and silicone. And I'm telling you, this is soft as heck. And it looks very, very nice. And when you get a watch face on this, for this particular strap, you can get a brown watch face, not the one that I've got here. The one I've got here is the Good Morning America watch face. Yeah, so your device is unlocked. Let's get this on the wrist to see what it looks like. There we go, the watch is now on the wrist, and you can see what the strap looks like on the wrist. Because it's silicone on the inside, and there's really just a thin layer of leather on the outside, it conforms to your wrist very nicely. It's you almost can't feel the strap. As well as you can see, the buckle here is flat as heck, the way they've designed that little tongue on the buckle, and the loops hold the strap in nicely and they don't move. I slept with this thing last night and it didn't move one bit. So it's probably the best strap on Amazon. It looks sort of formal, but it works really well with your Apple Watch. I'd like to show you some watch faces, but if I move my hand, the phone will drop and you don't get to see any watch faces. But anyway, let me see if I can flip to a nice face here. All right, it doesn't get nicer than this. So this is a formal wear watch face here. And it's got the date on the bottom. It's got a crown on the top. Probably represents something else with that crown, but not quite, I guess. So they get away with it. They get away with it. So that's a very nice looking watch face. Fairly simple. Looks good. Let's check another one out. All right, I told you it was early in the morning. This is my Let's Get Some Stuff Done watch face, and I've got a meeting called DI at 8 o'clock. So a little calculator on the upper left-hand side. This is for work. Messages in the middle, mail, and this is from Outlook on the lower left-hand side, and then lower right-hand side are reminders. So it's good to use reminders. You can click on them and they're all listed nicely and they pop up nicely. This watch face gives me 2 time zones. So it's 6:17 right now, and it's 3:17 in Vancouver. So that's not, 3:17 is not the time that my van is going to start. This is a GMT watch face, and again, it says Vancouver time here. And that's the GMT part of the watch face. The little red dial on the right hand side shows me that it's 3, and then it's 3:20. It's almost 3:20 in Vancouver. And as you can see, Vancouver time on the top, the temperature is on the upper right hand side, the battery life is on the lower left hand side, so you can have all kinds of complications on this watch face, but this is a nice look. This is the Apple liquid metal watch face. This is very interesting. So as you turn your wrist, it melts and you get this kind of effect on your watch face. It's kind of cool. There again, I've mixed the fanciness of the previous watch face with 100% battery life, and a JM is somebody I probably would like to call. So that's just a quick access to somebody that I just press that and I can text them, and then the date's the 24th. This watch face is basically a chronograph, and it's doing lap time on the bottom. So if I press that little red button, it's going to stop the chronograph, or if I press the white button, it'll reset the chronograph. And then I've got some other complications on the top and bottom of this watch face. Very simple, but really useful. 4 timing eggs. All right, this watch face here just confuses the heck out of me. So upper right-hand side is the Canadian stock market. So for you Americans out there, you probably don't care about it, but I do. So that's the TSX stock market. It's up, wonderful. Upper right-hand side is the walkie-talkie, which allows you to talk directly to somebody else that has an Apple Watch and that you've already connected to. And then in the lower right-hand side, you've got 101, and that is the barometric pressure, which is a wonderful thing to know because it tells you whether it's going to rain or not. If it's high, you're going to have a nice day. If it's low, it's going to be shitty out. So, and then you've got the lower left-hand side is, who knows what that is? I couldn't tell you. And on the upper top, or top part, you have a little bit of warning notification. You have a battery life in the upper middle ring, heart monitor in the lower middle ring, and you've got temperature on it's -3 right now, and that's Celsius. Celsius is what we use up here in Canada, A. And then you have music on the right-hand side there. So this is a nice little complication. And the last complication here is this one here, very simple here, but it's got that heart monitor and music in the corner down the below and upper thing. They've got this thing called mindfulness. This is where your watch keeps telling you to stand up. It keeps telling you you should be taking more steps. It keeps bugging you. So basically, my watch is replacing my wife from telling me that I need more exercise. So this is my digital wrist wife, the digital wrist wife, mindfulness. So the first thing you should do is remove this app, or else it'll drive you nuts. So what? Mindfulness. Oh, time to stop talking. And there's the simplest of complications. I think I showed you that one already, but again, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous watch strap, and it feels so nice. It doesn't cost much. I think it's 35 bucks Canadian, which is like $3 US, I believe. And again, it's got those square holes, which I really like. They're kind of oval because they've got roundness on the edges, so they don't crack. So maybe you could use that as a window in an airplane, but not a submarine. There we go. So move that around and look at that buckle again. And it's so, so comfy. And it looks great. There you go. So you got something digital on your wrist, and it still is, it looks like a nice watch. It's still good. It's digital. It's not mechanical. But I'll show you mechanical. There's mechanical on my other wrist. That's the 1963, made in China. Beautiful watch, beautiful movement, and I also have that on a nice brown leather strap. This is a sports driving strap, it's called. That's driving, not diving. So I did a review of this watch before, but very nice mechanical movement, and it's manual wind. So if you're really lazy, don't get this watch. Anyway, I'm JD, and thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe. I'll be doing some watch repair this weekend. I'll be reassembling a Waltham American Watch Company watch, and I'll likely be reassembling the 7750 movement this weekend, which is going to be quite an interesting little adventure. So thanks for watching. And I have to absolutely end this little video with my new watch strap. What a beauty. What a beauty.